Okay, hey, my name's Desai.
Hi, my name is Talaya Jones.
Hi, my name is Michelle Bakun.
Okay, and this is our Pygame project. So first, I'm going to just dem or show the game. Um, okay, so basically the rules of this game is you have a choice to choose any of these three doors. The red door contains three easy questions, the green door contains two medium questions, and then the blue door contains one hard difficulty question. You can pick you only can pick one door, and if you miss one question in that door, then you basically automatically lose. And if you get all the questions right in a row for the door you selected, then you win. Okay, so okay, so in this, the input basically that you're using is just your mouse. You're clicking on one of the doors. So I'm just gonna do the red one, for example. Okay, and then you would just answer the questions with the answer choices. You'd click on the answer choice. Let's say so B is correct. For this one, A is correct, and then for this one, C is correct. Okay, so since I answered all three right in a row, it brings me to game over. You win, and then I can try again. Do same thing for green door. This one and then this one. This one has two questions because it's a little harder questions. Same thing, got both of them right. Go to this screen, try again for the blue door. This one only had one I had to get right, so got that. Okay, now if I got, for example, if I got a question wrong, so let's say I just got this one right, but then got this one wrong, it would play the wrong sound and then bring me to the game over you lost. And I have a choice to try again, or I can just simply exit like that. Um, and then yeah, so the 10, so for the requirements, the 10 surfaces that we have in were um it was all the let me show you. So the doors, the three doors, the red door, green door, blue door, the text that's converted or to display on the surface of the screen. We have these questions, and then these four answer choices were also surfaces. So one, two, three, four, and then the three doors seven, and then questions just eight, and then the try again and exit buttons are also surfaces. So that would be 10. And we have more, as you can see from the text also. Um, the five files that we have are the blue door image file, the exit button file, the green door, red door, and then the correct and incorrect sounds. And then we also have the four multiple choice buttons. So those are our files. And then Michelle, do you want to say where?
Yeah, so where we got our art and sound was from Google, so online.
Okay, and then okay, so for the what each member did, I'll go first. So basically all this part first, like the all this code, we kind of just did together because it was kind of just like the basic like screen, like blitting onto the screen and creating rectangles for stuff. And then the part that I did was this logic. So this logic right here was to check basically which door was the mouse was colliding with. So which door the user was clicking. And it basically just checked like if it clicked door one, it would make door one true and all the other ones false. And I added a checked variable so once it clicked on the door, it wouldn't also bring me questions from a different door. And then right here, so basically for door one, the logic was like if it clicked the right answer, which is B right here, collided with that answer choice, then it would basically say correct. It would play the sound right here, the correct sound, and then it would add a question or add one to the question number to make it go to this door question two. But if it clicked any of the wrong answers, A, C, or D, it would play the wrong sound, and then it would just go automatically to incorrect game over. And I would set the game over variable to true and the door one to false. So it would go to this right here, this if statement that Talia did. And then it would basically be the same for all the other doors, like same thing. And then if the player got both the all the questions right, it would set win equal to true and door like the door to false. So it'd close that door and then open the display screen to this else win statement, which Michelle did, which will blitz the try again and the exit button onto the screen. And then yeah, and then it would just do that for this. It would just check like that for each door. And then Talia, do you want to go ahead and explain your part?
Yeah, so I basically just did door number 2 and working on the medium questions. We found all of these questions off of kind of like, I think I found them off of Google where we just found them and then we just did the levels of them. And then with that, we had put the questions. So I had the 2 questions and then we put I forget what it's called, like just put the answer choices. And then came up with this great idea where we would put another part where each, because we wanted to have like another surface object, so we just had like the letters corresponding with each thing. So that's what we did, and we kind of just worked that way, as you can see. Because I think it's before the actual door number 2 or after, I forget, like where it says like the vert A and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Michelle, do you want to explain your part?
Yeah, I did door number 3, which is the hard question. And again, we got the questions from Google and just um put it as the hard question. And you said as we get it wrong, it'll go to the
Yeah, the right here.
yeah, which that part I did as well.
Yeah, and then Talia did the other part of the game over. And then so basically, yeah, that was what everyone did. Um some of the challenges, do you guys want to talk about some of the challenges that we faced?
Yeah, sure. I think the challenges were kind of like just starting off with like figuring out what idea we want to do. Because I know we want to do the trivia game, and then like I came up with the trivia game idea and like having like 5 questions, but then we kind of realized that that would kind of be a little bit too difficult and trying to figure out a way to simplify it. And I think also of like figuring out how we want to put the questions in there and how they were going to be shown in there because we didn't know how to do that just yet. So figuring out how to do that, and then like also not having to make a text file and putting the questions there and just putting them in actual code and not having to do it that way. I think that helped. I think that was one of like our biggest challenges in the game.
Yeah, I would say the same. It was basically the same for all of us. Um, yeah, just kidding. And then I think something that I would have probably liked to implement if we had more time was maybe like just more questions. Maybe make the game a little longer. Uh, and yeah, maybe add some like more music or like background music or something. Do you guys have anything for that you guys would want to implement with more time?
I think like we could add it like, special effects. That probably would have been cool as well.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's it. That's our Pygame project. And yeah, thank you.